Generation X, number 4. This series seems to be a combination of the original Generation X, Wolverine and the X-Men, and New X-Men, which is the problem. And it's also picking up storylines directly out of the previous Magneto series, which doesn't really mix in too well with the story they're trying to tell. To dive in a little bit further, the original Generation X is a series that I always wanted to get into, but because of limited financial resources as being a teenager, I was never able to buy it. I would always have to settle for the annuals or tie-ins into bigger series that I was reading. So I never really got the full story or the full feel of the original Generation X. That being said, I have read all of New X-Men and I have read all of Wolverine and the X-Men. And I think taking from that many sources is kind of diluting the story. Also, where the story fits in the bigger Marvel universe and even in the larger X-Men universe is really unclear. For instance, the Eye character got his eye cut out in the X-Men storyline, the ongoing. But yet here, he has all his eyes. Also, some of the characters that are in here don't really fit. A lot of the new X-Men characters don't make any sense here. They all graduated either to become X-Men in New X-Men, or they graduated at the end of Wolverine and the X-Men, such as Quentin Quire. So what exactly they're doing here as students, again, makes no sense. They should be instructors, if nothing else. Other than the fact that those who should be professors, and I'm going to use quotes there, being in the wrong role, the other problem is Jubilee. I don't know why she's still a vampire. It makes no sense. Jubilee would fit perfectly well as the firework popping, bright light, mall chick that she's always been. I don't know what she's doing here as a vampire, especially facing off against another vampire in Monet. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. I am glad to see the original X-Men team getting highlighted here. I think that's really good. I think the writing here is actually surprisingly good. But another fault is the art. The art inside the book is just not good. The covers are great. The internal art is pretty bad. So I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5 for story and for character. But art and the convoluted nature of the title really brings it down. Anyway, 3 out of 5 for Generation X. Let's hope it gets better.